Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. David here with another cryptocurrency update. Boy, oh boy, did I get more than a burger yesterday at In-N-Out. Let me tell you. There was a guy sitting next to me who was having a conversation with his brother, it looked like, and they were talking about business and, you know, money, investment, and so my ears were naturally just like ringing. When I hear the word investment and it's so close to me, I just listen. And I wasn't trying to eavesdrop intentionally. I had an opportunity to interject, like I do in most situations in life, where I ask people in my day-to-day context what their understanding or involvement with cryptocurrency is. Most of the time, people have no understanding. They don't know what Bitcoin is. They don't know what XRP is. They don't know what anything is. But they maybe have heard of it in passing or seen an article about it, but they don't know nothing about it. This guy was so quick to tell me that not only has he heard of cryptocurrency, but that he is heavily invested, okay? Now, I was kind of taken aback by this, and this being the first time that I've ever asked someone, and they've responded with, yeah, and I'm invested big time. Oh, man. And I went into asking him, you know, what coins he was invested in or blah, 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 what he was doing. And do you know what his response was? I think you guys could take, I think maybe half of you are going to take one guess and half of you are going to take another guess. What did you guess? He says that he owns Ripple. Okay? Now, that's bringing a smile to my face for multiple reasons. Okay? Because, okay, sorry, Teresa. I know I say okay a lot. He said Ripple, and I was really taken aback, and I kind of chuckled under my breath. And then he said Tron. So here we are with this guy who's obviously invested in XRP because you cannot invest in Ripple, and Tron, two of the coins that I hold. Very random to be such a small world, and then the random person that I ask that's sitting next to me probably has very little understanding. I'm only assuming, and if you are watching this video and know a lot about it, I apologize. I mean, it was crazy to me. Tron and XRP. So he kind of continued the conversation. Then he said that the 2017 bull run that happened was fully purchased and funded by the powers that be and the owners of the stock markets, okay? And that it wasn't real people or regular investors doing that. He said there was too much money too fast, okay? And I kind of was like, oh, okay. And he kind of continued and was like, we will not see, this is what this guy said to me. I think his name was Armand. And he said to me that we will not see the actual value of cryptocurrency until the next recession. Which means one of two things. When he got invested late in January of 2018 is what he said to me. The reason that he got invested was because of the fact that he saw profit. Or was it because of the fact that he saw utility? I don't know. I didn't get far enough in the conversation. I didn't want to take up the rest of his dinner asking him questions about cryptocurrency. But now that he's saying that we're not going to see the actual realistic valuation of cryptocurrency until post the next recession, that to me rings a lot of bells, that the people that have bought and held early in January that still have their bags now that are not following cryptocurrency, they have kind of put their XRP and their Tron and their Bitcoin on the back burner, and they're going to keep it there until something crazy happens to it. Okay? Which means they're probably not buying anymore, even though he did say that now is an amazing time to buy. So here I am getting financial advice from somebody who was just randomly sitting next to me. Okay, so I did this yesterday, okay? But if I was gonna start a $5,000 portfolio today, okay, and that I wanted it to mirror some of my favorite coins, okay, what would the coins be, A? And what would how many shares of each of those shares, we're gonna call them shares, how many of each one of those coins would you be able to purchase today? Okay, so I ended up with Tron, QuantStamp, XRP, Litecoin, and Ethereum. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys that it would take $350 to buy 27,000 shares of Tron, 27,000 coins. It would take you $235 to buy 17,350 coins of QuantStamp. I'm going to go back to this. I'll tell you that if you wanted to buy that same number of Tron, 27,000 Tron in January, when it was hitting its all-time high, so if you were new to the market and you were FOMOing and you were coming in right at that moment, it would cost you $7,429 versus $350 today. The QuantStamp, 17,350 shares, it would cost you $13,324 to buy that in January. It would cost you $235 to buy it today. Now, here's where it gets interesting. When we get into this XRP, Litecoin, and Ethereum, okay? If you wanted to buy 10,500 shares or coins of XRP right now, it would cost you $3,000, okay? It's fair, reasonable. If you wanted to buy that in January, when XRP was hitting its all-time high, that would cost you $37,380, okay? If you wanted to buy 25 shares of Litecoin today, it would cost you $700. In December of 2017, that would cost you $9,275. 7.7 shares or coins of Ethereum. To buy that today, $700. If you wanted to buy that in January, it would cost you $10,600. Do you understand what we're talking about here? If you wanted to buy 27,000 Tron, 17,000 QuantStamp, 10,000 XRP, 25 Litecoin, and 7.7 Ethereum, today it would cost you $4,985. But if you wanted to buy that in January, it would have cost you $78,000. Are you guys listening? January, it would have cost you $78,000. Today, it costs you $5,000. Are you believers in this technology? Do you think that this is going to go somewhere? Do you believe that cryptocurrency has staying power? If you do, and you're listening to these numbers, and you don't want to take a portion of your total net worth and put it in, if you have $200,000 in your bank account or in your stock account and you don't want to have $5,000 invested in this, understand that we're talking about huge numbers, okay? And the equation works the same if you go backwards, okay? Today you buy it for $5,000. If for some reason it doesn't just die and just doesn't continue to go to the bottom, and it turns itself around, and we somehow reach just the all-time highs again, that $5,000 will be worth $78,000. And if you think that it's going to go to where it was at all-time highs, and if you believe for some reason that it's going to get to all-time highs and then just stop, miraculously everything is going to stop at their all-time high, no, it's not going to stop. If it gets to an all-time high again, it's going to crush through that all-time high. Trust me when I say that, okay? And if it does, and if we can just double the all-time high, that $78,000 would be worth $1.2 million, okay? Listen to what we're saying. Grab a pen, write it down. Do the calculation for your favorite coins. Have a little fun with it. I mean, just because the prices are going down and it hurts to be invested right now, if you're just looking at the dollar figure, start to have some fun. Do the calculations. Show yourself exactly how much money you're going to have if it just goes back, or if it goes to half, or if it goes up fivefold, okay? You never know. It could happen. And if you're somebody who's on the fence, if you're someone who's really skeptical about getting their money in, these are the numbers. These are just the numbers. This has nothing to do with the utility of any of the tokens. This has nothing to do with the success of any of the projects. This purely has to do with just the numbers. So go ahead and have some fun. calculate the numbers and find out. Because if you invested $5,000 today, and the market not only, basically if we got to, I think, 900, yeah, I don't know. So we got to 900 billion. So if we got to like just under $2 trillion in market cap, $5,000 with all these coins still being alive would probably be worth about $1 million. So have fun with that. You know, I'm already a millionaire because my bags aren't going anywhere, and I don't believe it's going to zero. So congratulations. I hope you guys are having a beautiful morning, afternoon, night, wherever you are. And I hope your Christmas trees are all lit up in beauty and lighting up your family's lives, and your neighborhoods are lit up with Christmas lights, and everybody's really ready for the holiday season. And if your holiday was Hanukkah, I hope you guys had a beautiful Hanukkah. And if you're just really getting ready for Christmas, I hope you already have everything wrapped up and under the tree. And if not, I hope you guys are getting ready to pay for your layaways and pick them up before Christmas, and try to make someone's life a little brighter during this holiday season. I do really appreciate you guys joining this channel, and if you wouldn't mind liking, subscribing, and sharing these videos, it would be greatly appreciated. I hope you guys have a blessed day and a beautiful morning and afternoon and night. I'll see you guys in the next episode.